Hi guys, this is strumming pattern number 12 from your strumming lesson sheet. This is part of a strumming course by me, Andy Crowley, and this is how to do Johnny Cash strumming, what I nickname Johnny Cash strumming. It's generally used in an awful lot of his country music. It's also used in a lot of other country music and a lot of other genres as well, including pop music. The two song examples I would give you to say this is where this strumming pattern works best and is best learnt for you to cover the songs would be Folsom Prison Blues and also These Boots Are Made for Walking. These Boots Are Made for Walking is a really clear strumming example for exactly this. Exactly what we're going to be going for. In many ways, this can be seen as a double time strumming pattern, and we'll talk more about that in a second. But essentially, it's just a repetition of down, down, up. It's quite straightforward to do. It's just the count, using it in real songs, and possibly the speed of it that we're going to find tricky. And that's why it's on this final tier of your strumming patterns family tree sheet, which you'll find at the website or with your downloaded materials, and make sure you've got that in front of you when we're going for this. So strumming pattern number 12, down, down, up. It's just a repetition of that. To demo it slowly first. And in the Johnny Cash country style, which is sped up quite a bit. Etc, etc. We just need this pattern of down, down, up, down, down, up, cycling, down, 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 down. And once you've got that working, even at a really slow tempo, I always think it sounds a bit like a train kind of going down the tracks. So if you think about it like a train coming out of a station and gradually speeding up to the faster tempos, that's a great way to be able to end up doing this at what we call double time, which is normal time, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4. Double time's just twice as fast, 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3. So when you're going for the faster one and when we gradually speed up through this, remember a couple of points with your strumming. Keep your strumming hand narrow, so don't go wider than your strings, as the best tip to be able to do it really well. So there's no point in going for a big strumming motion like this if you're wanting to do it fast. Keep your motion smaller for the faster ones. And remember, try not to be stiff in your shoulder or your forearm at all with the strumming techniques. You want to see it like, with the faster strumming patterns certainly, see this like a 100-meter sprinter, an Olympic athlete. If that athlete is really tense, he's not going to be able to run as fast as he could if he was going through the same motions, but relaxing throughout his entire body. And we want to think about ourselves exactly like that. Relax, but do the correct motions and hold exactly how you need to hold yourself to be able to do these strumming patterns, the faster ones. Let's have a go at your Johnny Cash strumming, starting off nice and slow, train coming out of the station. Down, down, up, 1, 2 and 3, 4. And once we've got that working, we can speed up a little bit. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. If you drop out while following this, just try and come back in on a 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Speed it up a little bit more. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. Try and come back in if you can't keep up. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back in. Slowing that down again. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. Slowing down. Train coming back into the station. And leaving it there. That's just on an E major chord that I was demoing there. There is a slight accent that I'm doing, so I'm playing 2 and 4 slightly louder and 1 and 3 slightly quieter. So rather than with everything really loud, if you do a quieter 1 and 3, almost just hitting the thicker 1 or 2 strings on the 1 and the 3, that does sound a lot more delicate, but that's something that we're going to be looking at more in the last strumming pattern, because that does make it harder to do faster, definitely. So it's the strumming motion, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and being able to do that and being able to let fly quite a bit with it, to be able to do it sort of any tempo you want, going quite fast, which is the main point of that lesson. So as I say, Balsam Prison Blues is the faster example, but These Boots Were Made for Walking is the other example, and I'll be filming both of those videos very shortly. So if they're not up on YouTube yet, they will be very soon, I promise you. That's it for this Johnny Cash strumming lesson. Lots of fun. Try and do it at lots of tempos, but keep your strumming hand going. And then we'll have the final lesson, this strumming lesson installment, the Bob Dylan strumming. I know there'll be a lot of Bob Dylan fans following my channel, so we'll learn how to nail his strumming pattern that's most commonly used in Blowing in the Wind and a few other of his folky sounding tunes. But make sure you do a song example with this strumming pattern first to really acquire it.